Hey everyone, Sangluten here. Welcome back for another video of this road to top 20. So yeah, as you can see, for some reason my webcam is acting out again. So I'm pretty confident it will come up at some point during the video, but you'll have to excuse me for it right now. We will start without it. As you can see, all three other players already chose their leaders. For some reason, Tessia went up to player 2, which is a pretty nice position to be in, especially considering those nice cards for her. So let's hope we can do something against that. Let's take Hundro here. Quite like him for player 1, especially with that shipping track, trying to get an early Swordmaster, as you start to know my preferences. Yeah. So let's see. Still trying to fix my webcam, but for some reason it's not coming up, and we have a corner the market here. Amazing. We will definitely keep that one. And the second one, Ixian Probe, we will certainly let it be for an opponent. We have quite a good hand. But we will start definitely with smuggling here. I would have preferred getting the signaturing maybe next round, or because having both Seek Allies and signaturing makes it a bit overwaste, but we will keep the Seek Allies most likely. If we can, we will trigger the signaturing ability. So let's see. But that corner of the market is very good news, and we will work towards that for sure. And if we see a Holtzmann engine coming up, for instance, that will be an absolute priority for us. We are, by the way, 1 win away from going Masters this season, so that will obviously be the plan here. I mean, it's not because we can become master that we want to win. We anyways want to win, but let's say it's an additional motivation for us. Webcam still seems down. Let me quickly check still the wires, because maybe something disconnected somehow. Just give me a second. Yeah, seems touching the wires a bit didn't change much. I unplugged, replugged. For now at least, no webcam. But I guess my face is not the most important anyways. It is about the game, so let's play it and not care too much about that. So I think do we go for 1 or 2 spies is a bit the question I'm asking myself right here. Probably 1 spice for now. Let's keep that water. And let's record for some Solari, and we'll almost be there already. Ideally next round we go to Wealth if it's open to us, and would then be able to get Swordmaster round 2. That would be ideal, but let's see. Are we fighting here? No. Best case we probably just get a water for 2 troops. It's probably a bit too expensive. Let's keep it at there. Test of Humanity, I hope it's still there by the time it's our turn to reveal. We'll be first, so unless there is an early reveal it should be ours, which would be nice. I would obviously have preferred the Guild Ambassador, but I think it was, at least in my opinion, more important to try and get that early Swordmaster by recalling with the signaturing. Otherwise, obviously, we could have done something with the Seek Allies, but wasting our signaturing round 1, I would have preferred not doing that. So it will be a test of humanity. But let's say if there was no test of humanity and maybe something a bit worse here, I would have thought twice and rather maybe saved my persuasion for a guild ambassador here. And we will definitely focus on cards with 2 persuasion on this during this game, especially to make sure we can get to activate hopefully the full potential of Corner the Market, but at least 1 point for 2 Spice Must Flow. Okay, this is quite reassuring that Tessia does not get the Guild Ambassador, but against it there is still a very good card as well, so it's not like fully changed the draw for her, but maybe she doesn't have the persuasion, so she might not be in a position to get there, and that would be good news because then there's only the space travel with faction access. Oh, well, she can get there and most likely will go to that Esmatwek. Oh, surprisingly not. Shifting allegiances. That's something we obviously wouldn't mind either. But it's probably going to be snapped now. Oh no. Interesting. Some very nice cards here. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Sister neither, and in that case I would maybe even go for the Protectiva, given we have Test of Humanity. It's quite a bit of a Bene Gesserit combo already. Okay, as expected, this round we won't see Tessia in the combat. She'll definitely go to shipping next. I'm just hoping that wealth remains open for us. And it does. That's very good news for us. And we won't need to think our move twice. Yeah, that's really what I like with Hundro, and why I like him as player 1 is because player 1 overall does not feel like the strongest position to start in, because indeed in round 1 you actually choose where you go first, but then in round 2 when you actually need to follow through with what you've done in round 1, either getting early shipping with 2 fold spaces or getting a lot of Solari by recalling twice, by recalling through going a second time to smuggling. You actually most of the time can't do that because you're the last one to play in round 2, so player 1 is a bit screwed in that regard, and that's where Hundro is very useful, is with his ability to make a shipping action out of his signet ring. I feel that's very precious. our next objective after Swordmaster will definitely be to try and grab again some Solari for High Council. Especially, I mean, I'm not going to repeat it too much, but it is definitely a high priority to get in a position where we can start to gather those Pismus flows, and the High Council is obviously a very important step in that. But first, the Swordmaster. Let's see what popped up here. Invasion ships, not too interested. Just really trying to keep an eye out for the potential Holzman. Although here we can't do much because we probably need some water for Great Flat, and then we would be in a position to do so. But obviously we don't have any faction access yet, and still Suits was taken regardless. But this will be on the cards for the next agents, is to try and at least have that flexibility in case it pops up. And let's see a bit what other players take here, because I might, to be honest, just go to tech negotiation to have enough for maybe shifting allegiances if it's still there. Oh, it will be there. That's amazing. That's super surprising, to be honest, but I'm definitely not going to complain about that. Let's go for a negotiator here. It's a bit of a bummer not to participate, but it's anyways a bit too expensive to get anything more than a spice. So I don't mind that much, because in the logic of a tech, typically one spice or one negotiator comes to the same. Obviously I would have picked up a second one with Imperial Basin, but then I would have to give up on all those 3-cost cards we see. I will go for a shifting allegiances. I feel like this could help us getting a bit of persuasion. The Protectiva, we probably have to give up on it because we only have the test of humanity for it, and I want to make sure we have good persuasion, so it's not something I would pick up now. That looks a lot like a demand respect, or so, yeah, or the to the victor would also have worked potentially. Solari could be of interest to us here. Ideally, I'd like to go to Still Suits. I guess Great Flat will be taken by that time by Romber, but if not, that would be our second agent move, and the third one was probably Test of Humanity, messing a bit with the troops of our enemies, because by then they would probably have all revealed already. But let's see. Maybe not. Yuna could smuggle, recall, and get... no, she decides to activate her signet, so she will not get a Swordmaster this round. We will go Still Suits. And sending in probably one troop is enough for now. Because that signet ring, we probably want to send it anyways to a spice space for the ring to actually be triggerable, or the signet ability. So that would be the idea. disposal facility is still not our very coveted Holtzmann engine. It might also never pop up, so we shouldn't base our whole game on that, obviously, but let's say we should still definitely keep an eye out for it. A bit too late for Yuna to get it, because obviously Tessia is right before her, so her next time to be like in a position to get it is actually in 4 rounds. So a great flat was picked up, unfortunately, so we'll just pick up that spice. Pay 1, and I don't think we send in more. I would expect us to be in a position to get at least second with that, thanks to Test of Humanity. Yeah, was maybe a bit optimistic. No, a second should still work, because Rumber has 0 troops, so even if he recruits 1... no, but wait, he could choose to actually discard a card and not lose the troop, so my bad. So Yuna actually went for the Bene Gesserit combo. Yeah, Sister and Protectiva are gone. Chomerky. Also not a bad one, maybe of interest, but not like immediately. Alright, I didn't see that coming, but very eager to actually get his Swordmaster next round. That does make sense. We will play Test of Humanity. Now the question is, do we just go for secrets? Probably. And we only get 2 Solari, but that will still bring us quite close to a High Council seat. So Yuna actually dodged it because she has no troop to lose and no card to discard, so that won't impact her at all. I don't mind that too much, to be fair. Maybe we could go for that alliance, especially with our shifting allegiances. Although it's not really a priority, but having that in hand, I mean, it's not the best, but not the worst card to pick up, so won't complain about that. We will do exactly the same, just pick up 1 liaison for a bit of persuasion. Yeah, that is not a great hand for us. Not a lot of moves feasible. We could just either Menta, but I don't really want to spend that Solari. I really want to just get that High Council, so maybe we go for Wealth. Menta would pick up... Well, if it's the shifting allegiances, We could play it there, but then we spend 2 spies out of it. We will be first player next round, so yeah, although maybe one of you now or I would expect Tessia to go to... Oh wait, no, none of them can go. Rombo already went, so maybe it is time for a Menta, yeah. Let's do that actually, because I would expect High Council to be taken actually, and then we really have a very limited options. I mean, it's basically Dreadnought and Tech Negotiation are only ways of using those daggers. I mean, now, to be honest, we still have the same kind of problem, because we have 3 agents and only 3 actionable cards, but at least Shifting Allegiances does something for us. We could get that Spacing Guild Friendship for next round's shipping. So that's a bit the benefit of that. Even if we can't play the Menta, we drew something useful for us. Yeah, as expected, then the High Council seat was taken, but surprisingly, by Tessia, I thought she would still favor shipping there. We'll go for Haga Basin now, making sure we can actually use that Shifting Allegiances. At least, I mean, use it in a, let's say, optimized way, because we could obviously go to Basin or Great Flat, but this was giving us a bit more spice to play with. And that's obviously very much appreciated. I guess we could go down with the Bene Gesserit actually, because this one we probably won't go that often to Emperor Spaces. Still suits, I don't mind getting that Siege Tabra unlocked, and here we have a bit of a bump ready already, and we might just go to Selective Breeding a couple of times for purifying our deck, let's say, out of like daggers and stuff, and potentially also to grab Spicemas Flows quite soon, hopefully. And we might even go actually this round, yeah? Could very much be with the Diplomacy. I would like that. Let's send in, I think we could send at least 1 troop here, and maybe even 2 actually, because otherwise we probably won't go back to the combat space, and I would like to get maybe a water out of it, and ideally an intrigue card as well. Always in the spirit of having enough spice to play with. Or to go to a research station actually as well. Yeah, let's say a water will never be lost on us, given our priorities. I mean, it's never lost on anyone, to be fair. It's a very scarce resource, so water is good to pick up. All right, of course. She went for a High Council seat and priority because of the restricted ordnance she picked up. 2 techs on Vernius, one of them being the troop transport, and invasion ships, of course. So we got all that Solari last round. And Esma Twek for the Alliance. I wanted to check the techs actually. Yeah, Chomarki, the rest probably not priorities for us. Chomarki neither, but it could be nice to pick it up. Do we actually go for selective breeding? Because I quite like having a guaranteed Dune the Desert Planet for shipping next round. Other than that, we have 2 cards that brings us there, so, and shifting actually. So we have 4 cards out of 12, 11 if we trash one. Probably a bit less because we might buy something then. Out of 12 actually, probably, because we would buy most likely one card. Yeah, I think we won't go to selective breeding now. Maybe we just go pick up some wealth, some Solari with wealth to have a high council seat ready. And then we can prioritize getting the spice out of the shipping track. Yeah, let me take the Solari. I think I want that option for a high council next round ideally. Oh, Yuna has 20 Solari though, she's ready next round. That's probably gonna be the Soulmaster for herself. Unless Desha picks up another Solari on the way. That's probably not gonna happen. I mean, unless she wins actually, yeah? True. Actually, if she wins, she could just go up and down, but wondering if she would do that. I think we go for maybe we go for a Chomarchy, to be honest. I quite like that. Getting a bit of an insurance there. Yeah, let's do it. And we know we can play Secret of Sisterhood anyways. Okay, detonation devices. Yeah, let's go for Chani. I like the water, I like the Fremen access and the 2 persuasion, that's amazing. So it's not the best card, but in our setup, I really don't mind it. It would cost us a lot to win it. And it won't bring us that much, because, I mean, should we? It would cost us both cards though. Maybe we go for a disposal facility. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. She only has 1 intrigue, so we could. And we have that second water now, so let's, yeah, especially because actually we would have been second, so that would have been an excess in terms of cards, so we should anyways burn one. So then why not going for the win, unless obviously she has an answer to that, but it does not seem so. So I think we go for the disposal facility, so we do a double advance here. Oh wait, but we won't have anything to trash. Unless we trash the Dune itself, that brings us there. Or do we recall here? Yeah, it won't bring us... Yeah. I'm hesitant. No, I think we recall actually. Let's leave that disposal facility where it is. Because that should bring us maybe closer to an alliance actually. We could try to go for the Emperor alliance, but I think first we'd like to get Siege Tower unlocked. Alright, so we do go for that first. Hope that... Oh yeah, Yuna actually should go for Soulmaster most likely. Nobody else can go to High Council seat. Except Tessia, but she already has it, so... So she can't go actually, yeah. And my statement was right. Oh, that changes things. That's a clutch card to get, to be honest. Maybe she just got it before. Although probably not actually. Probably that's the one she already had. Because otherwise she could probably have stretched for an extra Solari last round. Not quite sure exactly how everything was, but I would expect that to... Yeah. to have been a possibility for her. Alright, so yeah, actually I like the fact that we recall, because now with the signet ring we should be in a position to recall a second time, get another bump, another 2 troops, another spice. Yeah, it's good. And here we should probably go for a research station if it's open by our turn to get our first spice plus flow. It should work. Let me actually count. We would be missing 4 persuasion out of 3 cards. Persuasion for 8 cards, that's 1.5 per card, so technically we should draw on average 4.5. So it is a bet we should be doing, I think. Making, I guess, make a bet. Makes more sense. Let me first draw the cards. No, the dagger. That sucks a lot. Ah, that's unlucky. That's very frustrating. I guess we go for the combat. At least we try. And we go for the alliance. Ah, wait. Our maximum is 8, 9, and Destia still has 1 agent. Maybe we shouldn't really go for it, because it's not like super high value. Destia might just fight for it, to be fair, and she can easily send another 2 troops. Yeah, let's not. Let's send in 1, and that should be it. That sucks. But I mean, in the end, full-scale assault is maybe not the worst either. It would have been a great moment to pick up our first spice must flow, and we just burned our water for it. So that's what hurts a bit. Our next hand looks quite strong in persuasion, given we just drew our 2 weakest cards for that. What else did we have actually? Yeah, only diplomacy, other than that, has just less than 2 persuasion. So yeah, it was a bit unlucky, to be fair. This should have worked, but I mean, that's part of the game, obviously. It's not because it should that it always happens, and that was one of those instances where it did not happen. But at least there's a good card to pick up here. And it still also is with 2 persuasion, so we are not like compromising on our chances of getting future spice must flows. But it will be an absolute priority from next round on, because technically round 7 could already be potential end game if someone starts to run away with the game. Our next hand, yeah. Let's see. I would like to play Shifting Allegiances ideally, but we would need to make sure that we can actually get the spice must flow first. So probably diplomacy to selective breeding would be ideal. Oh, thankfully she didn't put us out of the conflict. It was just to make sure she wins it probably against Romber. And that actually puts us in a nice situation. Maybe we even get second thanks to her. Depends on what Romber reveals though. But he only has 1 card, so it could very much be. Okay, so nobody actually got the spice must flow so far. That's very good for us. It still means we have high hope of getting both points out of the corner of the market. Oh, he's got a shipping track, right? And he revealed Guild Chief Administrator. Okay, so he can still compete with Tessia. I don't mind that, to be honest. Would be good if he wins it, because obviously he's not as reliant on influence, whereas Tessia, it's obviously her whole game. And he can even steal here, so I think that would be good overall for us as an opponent to both. That's even better if at the same time some spies, some intrigue cards fly her way. That's very good. Although he actually recycles it, obviously. He gets another one thanks to that. The spies could make sense because it would allow us to do both selective breeding and shifting without going to a desert place, but I think I'll still take the intrigue. Private army is a good one, definitely. Ah, we are actually at 11, true, because we have the High Council seat. Didn't count that in, so we can play shifting anyways. But I would really like going to selective breeding, trashing one of those daggers, drawing 2 cards to make sure we could play... did I say shifting? No, selective breeding. I'm not sure what I said, but diplomacy to selective breeding would be my ideal first agent, to make sure we can play several cards after that. Ah, that's too bad. So... maybe we send shifting to... to Menta. Menta could be an idea, but it could draw us just a dagger, in which case we would still be blocked, but it's low probability, so I think we need to try. What popped up? Flagship. Yeah, I think we go for a Menta. We could also send it to tech negotiation, but it's a bit of a lower upside. Ah, wait, yeah, of course. We don't have the Solari. Didn't even check that. Yeah, that selective reading cost us, because that was the easy way for us to ensure we could play more than just one card here. Maybe we do send shifting to Imperial Basin and then call it a day, really? I don't really like that though. But I think we do. Yeah, let's do it that way. And let's recruit 2 more troops by just going up and down with the... I mean down and up rather, with the Emperor, getting that alliance, making sure we can get a spy smooth flow, sending in as much as we can. We anyways have Chani in case, although we would early reveal, so we wouldn't really see anything else unravel, but we have private army as well that we could trigger. But I would have loved just one more persuasion to play diplomacy. So maybe tech negotiation could have made sense with the shifting. Fully locking in the alliance there. And for us, yes, there's nothing to allow us a draw, so we do reveal here. I think we keep it. I think we have a high chance of winning that point, to be honest, especially with private army on our side. Everyone having just one agent left. What's going for her? A negotiator, okay. Let's see if anyone else can get Spice Must Flow this round. I would be surprised. I should not have said that. Literally happening the second after I said. So she ties us. I do hope we can outlast her, but I'm not sure though, because she has more water obviously, and the research station makes a Spice Must Flow normally quite likely. Unfortunately for us it did not happen before, but positive is we should get a water here regardless, actually, even if we end up second, but I'm hopeful we get at least I mean at least one water, but hopefully still also the point. And one water means we're just one water away then from a research station. Let's see if he sends that troop together with his dreadnought. That would probably mean he's hoping for a win, because he's got that... Oh wait, no, my bad. I thought he had the detonation device, but it's still... No, it's still here, okay. He has spy satellites though, so that's 2 points for him. He is still coming in with his troop as well. Does he force our private army? No. Then he just denied the water to Tessia, basically. We'll go cover the flag from Romber, I think. Could have maybe gone for a bit of spice, but yeah, that's exactly what I was targeting, is in the possible event where it would be the Kartag fight, at least we get a troop in and not him. I'm trying to evaluate our different options between maybe a shipping if it's open or a selective breeding. Would be nice. The only downside is we don't have anything to trash, except if we trash a dagger out of our hand, but I'm not a big fan of that because we could still convert that into a well, Manta not really, but tech negotiation worst case if we don't gather enough persuasion, but I think we first go to selective reading. Yeah, let's do selective breeding, and we probably trash diplomacy because we have pretty much the influence we need. We have Just the one thing I'm not a bit annoyed is I would like keeping a Fremen access. We have one, I know, with Chani, but it is to persuasion, so we probably don't really want to lose it that often. Or play it that often, should I say. But yeah, no, I think we trash it. Too bad. We barely get 9. Well, that was a bit expected, actually, but... Let's see if maybe Arakin is open. That could give us a chance. Although it is a risk, because we have 2 cards that don't grant us any persuasion. It's a 25% chance. I'm not sure we're willing to take that, but then again, a second early reveal with 2 agents left is probably too much. So if someone goes to card tag, that could allow us to get the Menta with the dagger. That would be a better or a safer bet, let's say, for the sake of our persuasion. Well, Menta is gone, so that will not happen anyways. But we are at 8, so I think we should... Although Yuna is at 7, and if she wins that conflict, that would be 9. Even potentially more. She has intrigue, she has resources, so Sleeper Must Awaken, Chom shares are both within her reach, or I mean almost, so missing 1 Solari, but that's quite easy for her to get, obviously. Do we go for a Signet to Arakin? If we don't, that's a huge problem, to be honest. I mean, if we don't draw Persuasion, that's a huge problem. Basically have 2 chances, the rest is fine. What does it do for us? We could send in 3 more troops, so that's 8 plus private army. Could be 13, 14 with the dagger. Probably not enough, to be fair. Yuna could have Hayliner. But I think we try. Yeah, let's believe in our chances. Not twice in the same game. Come on, it should work. Okay, wonderful. That even allows us to play a 3rd agent. What do we play next? Well, we can probably only play Dune. Do we want to spend to go up here? I'm not sure, to be honest. Just in the possibility where both here are taken, then we wouldn't have enough to get private army back on track, so I'll keep it to make sure we can use private army if we see a possibility of winning it. Oh, A-liner. That's 18 already for Yuna. And 1 more agent to go. And we can get a maximum of 10, 11, 16. So yeah, it's not happening. And what does... if... oh, maybe not the next hand though, yeah? Probably, yeah, it is likely endgame, to be fair. She has 7 cards in hand. Could very much be a... or should very much be a Spice plus Flow. Do we have no way of maybe using Test of Humanity? Because that... Yeah, well, no, it's probably not gonna happen anyways. So I guess we should just go for some spice here. We could send in one troop just in the event where she does, let's say, a staged incident. Very unlikely, but we never know. Does the Holtzman pop now? I had a feeling that would happen, just to show us what could have been, you know, the very last moment, probably very last moment. Let's not write the game off, because we still have a chance, to be honest, with our corner of the market. Depends a bit on whether Tessia can buy the second one, but it could be worth 2 points for us. If she can't, because no one else has one as it stands. And that would mean we would also be at 10 points. Although, I mean, Yuna could have an endgame, obviously. Not sending all in is maybe a sign. Maybe I'm just overinterpreting, to be honest, but or maybe she has no Gunthopters are both here, so I guess she doesn't have anything to deploy one troop with a reveal. But I feel like if she was closing the game now, why not just sending all out to be safe? Alright, definitely no spice must flow there, so that's positive for us. Oh yeah, actually it means we go to 11, because I forgot to count in the fact that we bought the spice must flow now, and no point for Yuna. Would probably have been good for us actually that the game ends here, but it won't, most likely. So I guess we do private army, yeah, for sure, otherwise we're out of the money, and here we should end up second, which would be good for us. It would be a net, actually, net 1 spice gain and recycling an intrigue, so not too bad. Unless, obviously, Romber now has something. And it is not the case. Okay, that means it's not ideal for us because we need to kind of defend ourselves potentially with our corner of the market, because again, Tessia could match us with the second spice must flow. So we should try to make sure we can actually get a third one now. Nobody else has one, right? Nobody does. But we have only 1 water, and everyone has, yeah, everyone is full of water there. Probably reconnaissance to Arakin for us. Yeah, that does it. Okay. Oh wait, no, then we're 1 short. Dagger to Menta would be better. Yeah, then Dagger to Menta would be our first shot. Our alliance might not be safe actually, especially if Tessia gets that snooper token, which is probably... Well, she might prefer getting first that one out of the way, because those are obviously a bit more interesting endgame-wise, those spots. Solari is not the highest priority anymore, but she could easily come to the 3rd spot, and obviously that Grand Vision would allow her to steal us. Do we hope that's not her ID there? Oh, and actually dispatch an envoy, we could go to selective reading. Maybe that's better, because we could then steal the alliance potentially. Ah, but that would mean probably taking something out somewhere else. But drawing those 2 cards with a dagger to selective reading would mean we are at 11, so we could easily play at least one card, maybe even two if Arakin is open. I don't hate that. I think we'll do that. Let's rush a dagger. So let's see if we shift allegiances. Yeah, we kind of need to lose something, either a friendship or even our alliance to actually come and steal it here, and then the risk is just that if Yuna wins it, she could easily take it back. So I don't think it's worth much, unless we can gain the bump some other way, but we can't play that many cards. Ah, and now it seems to be protected, yeah. So that's not really an option. We could just play it to get more troops in the conflict and secure our alliance one more step, which actually I like. I think it's the best play we can do with our two remaining persuasion. We could also just go for full-scale assault to Arakin, for instance, or reconnaissance to Arakin, because there's only one card without persuasion. And maybe we do that. Oh wait, did I forget about something? We have the Holtzman there. Can we get there? Oh, I forgot about that. Maybe selective reading was not such a smart idea. Yeah. No, there's no way for us to get there. At least I don't see it unless we compromise our... No, even actually, even if we compromise, let's say, our persuasion, I don't see ourselves getting there. So, I guess reconnaissance to Arakin then? Or do we go for the Menta? The thing is then we can't send in those two troops. Ah, maybe afterward. Actually, yeah. Let's go for the Menta. It also prevents other plays from taking it. That's not the best card we could have pulled. But it's okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try to secure our alliance a bit better. And take those two troops on the way. Conspire means she's out of spies for Hayliner. That's interesting. I mean, she definitely prioritized getting that snooper token out of the way. And she might... No, actually plans within plans. So she might have it, but she still needs at least one bump somewhere for 1 point. So it's not like an absolute priority for her, I guess. Or at least does not seem so. As she does it for the draw, I guess. But now actually, yeah, we for sure, let's not be too confident, but unless someone buys 2 spice must flow at once, let's say that way, we should be able to get the corner of the market fully activated. So we are in quite a good position, because we already have to. So we have one more than anyone else, and we definitely plan on buying another one end of this round. And now that Arakin is taken, it means we can only play Reconnaissance or Dune. I will play Reconnaissance, I think, to Carthage. Interestingly, not sending those in, because he could have very well sent all in, and that would have been much more impressive. I'm not sure, maybe he's got a rapid mobilization or something else, not quite sure. Oh yeah, spy satellites. Let's not forget about that. How much is it worth? Still 2 points? Still 2 points, okay. So yeah, Carthage. Let's dig a intrigue. Too bad we are... anyways, we have enough persuasion for our spice must flow, but if we had that water... Oh wait, we could siege Tabor then, next round. Oh wait, no, we need the spice. So maybe we go grab some spice and then play Water of Life. Could be an option for us. Sending in that last troop that we can't send. Because drawing 3 cards, yeah, for sure sends us way above 9 persuasion. So yeah, Dune to Haga Basin would be nice, or Imperial Basin works as well. Haga Basin would be actually a net 1 spice for potential tiebreakers. 3 techs on Tessia. Quite some combat, so she could easily win it, I think. And she's closest to our alliance, but would still need an additional bump. I'm not sure how many demand respects are in the game, but someone already played one. Don't remember exactly who that was. I think it was Romber on the Fremen, very early game. But I hope that means she won't be in a position to steal that alliance. She's actually also quite close to that alliance. I mean, same level. And at least endgame, she might just go for the intrigue if she can't steal any alliance. Or even if she can, actually. Getting an intrigue card is obviously more valuable than 2 troops once endgame has been triggered. And it will be triggered end of this round anyways, because we can buy Spice Must Flow and no one can make us discard cards. At least not that I remember. We have Test of Humanity and I think no one picked up the Reverend Mother. Yeah, so Rumber still has those 3 troops he could have sent in before. Maybe he won't need them, but still, it is a bit surprising. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Oof. Thankfully I can undo it. Obviously I spent that water, I can't then use Water of Life. I was like, why does it not enlighten? But I guess it's just about that troop then, to try and get... Maybe second actually, yeah. Oh no, wait, she has that deck that will get activated. Let's send it now. Chome Shares was her intrigue. And she does get a Spice Must Flow, but only 1. Was she digging for a charm directorship, maybe? Because indeed that could have brought her close enough to stealing actually either of our alliances. Yeah, nothing else left for us to do. We could, yeah, no, let's just play seriously here, take our spiceless flow first, in case anything goes wrong. But let's still dig in, everyone already revealed, so we can go have a look what's behind. No charm directorship, so nothing for Tessia to regret. Guess we can send a GG. Alright, so I think that should be a win for us. Oh, right. Detonation devices. Spy satellites, no, won't help in much. So that's a win, amazing. Wow, 21 spies. Yeah, obviously with the tiebreaker that goes quite quickly, but still meant she had 11 before it. So yeah, it was a good game. And now I think it should bring us to Master. Let's see if we're already in top 100 or how many players actually already reached Master. I'm not quite sure. It's been more than a week since the new season. But we achieved Master. Oh, rank 24. Now that's quite surprising. I thought there were more people, but that's amazing. So that means it's my best ever rank, at least so far. I'm not gonna stop there, obviously. But yeah, feels very good. Feels very good. Thank you very much, everyone, for following. If you're still around, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you very soon for a live. I'm live every Sunday. And sometimes also a bit on a surprise basis. So keep an eye out. And that's one more reason to maybe subscribe. Would really be really appreciated for me. Anyways, have a good one, and see you soon. Bye bye.